What is going on, everybody? We're back. We're going to be talking about Castlevania Season 2. Now, if you guys have not seen the season premiere or Season 1, then I do recommend you click off the video. If you guys have already seen it, go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Go ahead and stick around if you guys do not want to be spoiled or anything of that nature. But let's go ahead and get right into it. It does leave off right where it last left off with Trevor and Alucard and Tiffany. They are getting ready to go after Dracula. We also get to see Trevor find his home, the Belmont home, and there is a basement that is protected, warded, and Safine actually gets it up, and they go down into this big old cavern. They find weapons, books, skeletons, just many different things of many monsters. Also, we just see a lot of different monsters. We see so many different vampire skulls. We see different kind of beasts and everything of that nature. And we also get to find Belmont actually embracing his history, his family legacy, and we also see where they are trying to get a way to find Dracula's castle, because Dracula's castle is always on the move, and we get to see where Dracula is uh, getting his generals ready for the war. He's telling them this is what he wants done, but he has two humans that are wanting to take. He gives the humans two control because one, they both know him because they both had a abusive life. One cares about animals, the other one was a slave. So he pretty much gives them the full frontal to become his generals, to give the others orders. And then we also get to find out that they are more loyal to him actually than his other generals, because all the other vampires want to do, they don't know exactly what he's going to do, because he's not giving them enough information on what he wants to do. He says first he wants to wipe them all out, then he says he only wants to have some for livestock. So most of the vampire generals are like, okay, what are we going to do? And he doesn't have a plan. He just doesn't care anymore, which you can tell he doesn't. And then we get another character by the name of Carmilla, and she pretty much plays both sides to get what she wants so she can overthrow Dracula. And that does happen in the series. At the very last minute, she betrays him, and also she goes and uses the Forge Master to create her own army as well. And we also get to see where Carmilla actually takes care of the human general. She basically now has him under her control, and the vampire generals does get killed by Belmont, Alucard, and everybody else when they storm the castle, due to Tiffany uses a spell to trap the castle so that way it does not move. And they finally do battle Dracula and the Horde and the vampire generals. And then we also get to see where Dracula, for a lot of people which may not know, that you do get to see a lot of different depression from Dracula. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care about his eyes. And then we also get to see more of what may happen with all these characters, due to when they were storming the castle, the human general that was with Dracula, he sent him into the desert. So when that happened, he was able to get him out, and then he comes across Rose, and he's actually able to start creating his own horde as well. And then so at the very end, you see Carmilla, she's creating her own horde as well as the other human generals. So there is confirmation for season 3. We can see Alucard, Belmont, and Sify fight Dracula. At the very end, you get to see Dracula go out in a way that nobody really, I think, expected, because right when he's about ready to kill Alucard, he sees his room, and then he just starts talking to his wife, saying, you know, what am I doing? You know, our boy, you know, I'm killing our boy. And he just kind of looks at everything, and he goes, what am I doing? He says, you gave me that gift, and he says, I'm ruining it. And right when that happens, he just looks at his son, and he loses everything. And when that happens, Alucard just stakes him, and we can see Dracula die. And that's pretty much what he wanted. He wanted to die. He did not want to live. He didn't want to be without his wife, and everyone kept on saying lying to his wife. And you get to see another of how his wife died to begin with. She thought that everyone thought she was a witch. She was not a witch. She was just using science. So back in that time period, they were very closed-minded, and we get to see they see the results of how everyone was. You know, you get to come across so many different people that are so very close-minded, and they just change your perspective of the world, that everyone's out for themselves, which in a way they are. And then we also get to see at the very end where when they trapped the castle, it was on the Belmont estate. So at the very end, Belmont and Sifty go their own way together to travel to find her people and other things in the world. And Belmont gives the estate to Alucard. He says, you know, your father out top and your mother down below, so that way he can protect both secrets while they're away. And he goes through the change of looking at the castle alone, and he just says, like, you know, this is what it was like for you being all alone. And then he starts seeing visions of his dad. He starts seeing visions of his mother and him as a child. And then he just starts breaking down, because Alucard, he did not know how to grieve for his mother. And we get to see him finally, he just breaks down crying at the very end. So obviously there was a bunch of cliffhangers. There was a big battle, of course, between Dracula and Belmont as well. We get to see a lot of progression, but the thing that was kind of good, it was a good season, but at the same time, we did not get to see the generals really fight that much, because they got killed so off too easy. I think that was kind of stupid. Then we get to see this big battle between Dracula and everyone, which I think honestly they should have done more of, because it really was annoying, because Dracula is so powerful, but yet they won't even show his full power until at the very end. So they just made Dracula look very weak in this season, to be honest with you. And also, if I rate the season, it'll be like a 7.5 as well. And then throughout the entire, I mean, the best parts were the fighting, of course. That was the best part of it. We are going to be getting season 3. I can't wait to look forward to it. But again, guys, I'm sorry if I kind of jumped around with it a little bit. I'm hoping that the season will get a little bit better. It picks up a little bit more. But let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider about subscribing. Let me know what you thought about Castlevania Season 2. To me, it was good, but it could have been a lot better. There's been a lot going on in the season to where it just builds up, and it shows a lot of origin story. It shows a lot of what happened back then till now. So we're going to be able to see, are they going to bring Dracula back? Are they going to bring other characters back to possibly join the fight and possibly do something different, because one's going to be doing it in Dracula's name, and another one, she's wanting to just take over everything and have her own vampire army. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, consider about subscribing. Links down in the description below as normal. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll see you on the next one.